the size of the changing room and the big bath stick in my mind more than anything else.
Well, I can remember a few times in the 50s, and the game had been a rough game, and we used to have some bother in that big bath. But the opposition, they've had 1 or 2 fights. It was terrible. I'm quite pleasantly surprised. I didn't realise that the division was there. How long has that been there? Anybody know?
Yeah, a few years.
Yeah,
has it?
Probably the 80s, middle 80s.
What I remember about the old dressing room was when I first came up was in the summertime, and obviously I went in there and trained a few times before actually playing. And there was a window. It's blocked off now, but there was a window and a big windowsill. And I used to stand on the bench and sit on the windowsill and take the first peg. And that was my little corner type of thing, or my peg for training. Obviously, when there was a game, then you went to your number because it was numbered round when Austin wasn't it, 1 to 13.
Yes.
But on the training, every training session, I sat on the windowsill and got changed.
Well, you're quite right about that window, because as a lad, when I used to come up here, we used to go in the boys' pen, and that, from the entrance there, he went straight past that window that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And we always tried to have a look in. It was all frosted glass, of course, and see if you could recognise the players who were in, and that wonderful smell of wintergreen used to come out of that window that you're talking about. But as a player, what I remember about that dressing room was the quiet. Because it was away from the crowd and you couldn't hear anything. And when everybody had finished, they got ready and what have you, and that minute before you went out, when everybody just went dead quiet, and then the bang on the door as the referee called you, and out you went up that tunnel. It's the tunnel that's the iconic bit, because you can only go out there one behind the other. And then that wonderful expanse as you go onto the pitch and you see all the crowd. Fascinating place.
But with Scully's day there, the difference was, then, with you saying it was small, it wasn't that small in as such that there were only 13 players. And you weren't in it that long anyway, because now, or your days, Scully, you're talking hour and a half you get there before the kick-off, don't you? You had your warm-up and everything. And you went out and came back in, and like you were 17 players plus a few squad players.
Even the squad players now, obviously, the lads use the changing rooms for training days, and you know they take up both changing rooms on the way out, so they're not used on game day now. And you know there's a lack of room at training.
Well,
like
exactly,
with match preparation, obviously 4 subs and 18 men and all that nowadays.
You only realise how bad the conditions are now, though. I mean, you know, with me not coming, I very rarely come. First time I've been in here for donkey's years, I didn't realise what a dump it is. No, we're desperate for the new spot now, aren't we?
Well, we certainly are, but I mean, I think it wasn't that small compared with all the other stadiums, unless you're talking about somebody like Wigan, because everybody's changing rooms was like that.
Exactly.
The point you just made, Cal, about, you know, we only hit half an hour before the game. You came, got changed, went out and played. There was no warm-up. There was no going seeing the crowd.
You could have a rub down if you wanted, a quick rub down, but that would only take a couple of minutes. There was nothing, there was no oil involved. A bit of Vaseline perhaps, but that was it.
I used to finish work at Triplex, 12 o'clock, me. And I used to drive up, clock off at 12 o'clock, Saturday morning, clock off, pick me, jump on the push bike, drive through Taylor Park. My mother would have a bit of fillet steak and an egg.
An egg.
And then I'd have to walk it from Tatterith Road, up Lugsmore Lane, along Prescott Road and down Dunriding Lane, and just get here about half an hour before, and then strip off and play. Pathetic, really.
Fillet steak.
I was under the same.
Forward.
I was under the same pressure.